Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth. I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader, and I'm actually recording this from my bed. And this is my current view. A tiny dog is here with me. Now, if you have been feeling particularly tired over the last 2-3 days, if you have been having particularly interesting, vivid, or memorable dreams over the last few days, if you have felt a little bit spaced out over the last couple of days, this is why. I had to. Ordinarily, I would just experience what I'm experiencing, and then I would speak to you guys in the next daily pulse or in the next monthly reading. You are getting your monthly readings this month, for June. Anyway, never mind. I digress. But I usually I would just live through this and then I'd speak to you guys when I'm better. But I thought, no, I felt inspired to actually just record this little video. So let me get into it. The reason why you're feeling tired, the reason why you've been feeling particularly maybe spaced out, those things that I've described, the reason for those things is the North Node. I mean, the North Node is, I've put it, I'll put a little picture up so you can see what I'm describing. That's the transit that I describe. The North Node is where we're headed, where we're going. The North Star, if you will. It's kind of like our direction in life. And it's also our perceived direction. It's also where we think we're going. And it's also our how other people may view us. And what else is there? I mean, I'm literally doing this in my bed, so I'm doing this from my memory here. Saturn, that's it. It's Quincunx Saturn, isn't it? That's it, Saturn. So Saturn, I'm a Capricorn. Saturn is the planet of the strict ruling planet of Capricorn, and Saturn's all about lessons. Saturn is all about lessons. So Saturn is all about proving that you have learned your lessons by the actions that you now take. So with this conjunction that's going on currently, I think it was the 17th. You can see the date. With this conjunction that's been going on, it's huge, and it really ultimately means a transformation. Now, remember the card, people. What was the card that came out in our daily pulse? We saw the death card a few days ago, and I talked about transformation, and I told you how tiring and how exhausting that is. Not remembering that we were going to have this transit as well coming up over the next couple of days, and not realizing how exhausted it was going to make us feel until it kind of hit. I mean, it hits so hard. You have, with that type of energy, what's going on ultimately is a transformation, which is ultimately a Kundalini Awakening. Now, I steer clear of using that term now, not because it's not a real term and it's not true and it's not real. It is. Kundalini is real. That's your life force, your chi, your ki, your wand energy. Kundalini, that is what it is, and your and how it moves through your body, basically. That's what your Kundalini energy is. And an awakening, when we have a Kundalini Awakening, what basically that means is that we are becoming more sensitive to the energy that we're experiencing. So it's a mark of sensitivity. So if you're tired right now, it's a mark of your sensitivity. If you're, particularly tired, I should say. If you're particularly tired, if you're particularly, your dreams are particularly vivid, or your sleep's been interrupted, this is we're all going through this mass Kundalini Awakening. But the reason I shy away from using the term Kundalini Awakening is simply because it makes it sound, when you say Kundalini Awakening, it makes it sound like something, and I used to believe it was something that was rare almost, something that just doesn't happen often, something that just like, and it is a huge amount of energy that goes into having a Kundalini awakening, or having going through transformation, or going through death, like we spoke about the other day. Excuse me. I'm not ill. I'm just exhausted. I'm not ill. Don't worry. But it takes a huge amount of energy, yes. But also, it is something that happens regularly. So really, for me, I might have a Kundalini awakening every sort of 2 months, 3 months, that might happen. So I sort of, my sensitivity grows. And what's happening for you, for us all right now, is our sensitivity is growing. And it's our sensitivity to those things that I've spoken about, to what Saturn rules, and to what our North Node rules and looks after. And by the way, it's all happening in Cancer as well. So we've got this energy of, Cancer is, water as well, as is the death card, as is transformation. So, what this all means, basically, why am I tired, Ruth? Why are my dreams like this? I just thought it was me. What is actually going on here is that we're being asked to show the wisdom that we have learned. Show the wisdom that we've gained over the last sort of 2 months, 3 months. Once we can embody that, because that's what's happening now. So your body is shifting and changing, and it happens, as I said, it happens often. It happens very often for me as a Reiki master and tarot reader, but it happens for you as well. Your body's shifting and changing, as is your brain, as is your emotional self. It's all shifting and changing, as I said, incremental changes. And this is the effect of it. The physical impact of it is now what you're feeling. What's going to happen over the next, it always takes longer to recover from a Kundalini awakening, or from this increased sensitivity. It always takes longer to recover from it than you think. So I guarantee you now, you wake up today, you're like, do you know what? I feel a bit better today. I feel like I've got a bit more energy. I'm going to do a little bit more today. You can try, but mate, you're not going to be all right for about 5 more days. It's going to take you about 5 more days to settle. It's going to take you about 5 more days for your energies to for you to get used, for your body to what's happening is your body is physically changing. Your body's becoming more sensitive. Your emotional body's becoming more sensitive. And what has to happen is your conscious mind has to stop interpreting, and it will stop interpreting that sensitivity, which is what's happening, as tiredness, because that's what's going on at the moment. You're becoming more sensitive, and consciously and energetically, so in our pentacles life, if you will, we interpret that tiredness, we interpret it as tiredness, that sensitivity. And that tiredness will take about 5 days to leave you. It'll take about 5 days to leave me as well. But I'll be back doing daily pulses before then, I'm hoping. But it'll take about 5 days to leave you, up to 10 days to leave you this tiredness. But it's after that is the good stuff, yeah? Because after that, you are more sensitive and you do actually notice more. Now, for those people that are light workers, you know what this is like. You've been through this process before, and it may have shocked you a little bit, because I saw that conjunct coming up. I saw, and I thought, it's gonna be all right. Bless you, tiny sneezing. I thought it's gonna be all right, even though we had the death card and the one day, the transformation card, and then even though we had the Ace of Cups, and even though we had the Hanged Man, which I told you guys, man, the Hanged Man, don't mess about. The Hanged Man, the drag queen of the tarot, telling the divine masculine to take a seat while Eve, or divine feminine, does our thing and allows us to come into this wisdom. I saw those cards 3 days in a row, and I was like, nah, we're gonna be all right, we're gonna be all right. But the physical, this is just a quick message. I hope it's making sense. But the physical, we have these 4 different parts of us, don't we? Or these 4 different energies, if you will: earth, fire, water. Earth, fire, water. Pentacles, sword, wand, and cups. We have those 4 elements, those 4 energies. and they have a different, and they feel different to experience. And this is why I always talk to you guys that I experience the energies, and I really do. And we have our Kundalini awakening, or our awakening this time is in our emotional bodies. So it's water, it's in our emotional selves. So that's everything, as I said, your non-physical you. So your emotions, your intuition, your memories, your dreams, your imagination, your desires, all those things and more are all linked to your divine feminine, are all linked to your water. And it's in that area that we're having an awakening. And by awakening, all we mean is you're learning more about those emotions. And the wisdom, Saturn's here to say, the wisdom that you learn is real. So it's actually physically coming into your body and into your conscious mind. So even though we've been going through, you might have been up and down, up until now, you could have been that on a roller coaster of emotions, like not knowing which way is up and blah, 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 all that, however you would describe it. Even though up until this point, you might have been feeling like that. Now is the conscious time. Now is the time for your conscious mind and your earth, your pentacles person, your roots. It's now time to ground and manifest that shift and that emotional growth that you have. And that is what you, and that is what I, and that is what we are all going through collectively right now. So stick with it. If you need to sleep. I mean, I've been in bed. I mean, literally, I can't not. I mean, I've woken up this morning. My laptop, is by my bed, as some of you know, because you always see my bedroom. My laptop was still open. It was, I didn't even get to turn my laptop off last night, and I was literally just. I mean, I went to bed at like 11 o'clock. Well, I say I went to bed. I was in bed all day, but I went to my intention. Tiny went outside at about 11 p.m. last night, and that was I had my hot chocolate. That's me going to bed. But yeah, I mean, I've not moved. I was like out for the count. So I know how you're feeling right now. I know. And if you are scared, because some people are scared, and I used to be scared. And that's why, as I said, I don't even call them Kundalini Awakenings anymore, because they happen so often. They happen so often. I mean, you guaranteed a Kundalini Awakening every 4 times a year, basically. In those, sort of every 3 to 4 months, you're guaranteed them. I might have them, and Lightworkers may have them slightly more often, just because, or it might be aware of them, I should say, slightly more often because of the work that we do. But, we all have them. I mean, I'm hoping this is making sense. Terry said to me, Terry is one of my very loyal subscribers and followers and clients on Key Wisdom, and he asked me the other day, he said, Ruth, why has things been a bit weird? He asked that question. And he asked that question on Thursday or Friday. And I said to him, listen, I'll tell you that in tomorrow's reading. I said, I've been thinking about that today. I'll tell you about that in tomorrow's reading. And then I woke up the next day to do the blooming reading, and I couldn't stand up, and I couldn't. so Lightworkers out there, who, if your eyesight's been failing you, I get you. I'm there with you. The first time when my eyesight goes, that's when I know. And it's not like I can't see. It's like the house is filled with smoke, and the house is not filled with smoke, clearly. Well, it isn't, but that's what the house. So that's when I know. So when I'm walking down the stairs after doing a reading or going to the bathroom or whatever, and I see the smoke in the house, and I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna be in my bed for a few days, and that's what happened. I hope this makes sense. I've never done one of these sort of voice notes for you guys before, but I just did not want to leave you guys hanging, and I didn't want you to be feeling what because you're going to be feeling it now. I didn't want you to be feeling what you're feeling now and then thinking, I can't understand this, I'm scared. I just wanted to give you this little video, and obviously when I'm back up, so I'm hoping to be back doing work today, but I might not be doing Daily Pulse on Saturday, I might not do a Daily Pulse on Sunday, But I'll be back this week. I'll be back Monday, maybe. I might be back today, I might be back tomorrow. I'll be back with Daily Pulses extremely soon. Just know that we're just going through this time. It's just increasing our sensitivity. And this is just how an increase in your sensitivity is manifested. It's manifested by being extremely tired. And it's not the type of tiredness that you can sleep off. So you go to sleep usually and you have a good 8 hours, 9 hours, and you're like, I'm all right now. No. Because your body is physically changing. So those changes are happening on levels that you're not even conscious of. And you're going to become conscious of those levels. But that's why the hanged man is so significant. That's why we need the hanged man, so that our body can take a rest and the divine feminine can do the work. So that is what's going on right now. And that's just being helped by the current the transit, that's the word, that hopefully you can see, because I'm just speaking into the phone right now. There's nothing on the phone apart from Tiny's little face, but I'll definitely put those little images on for you. Okay, my darlings, I hope I like this little random sort of video voice note thing. I will see you all again very, very soon with your daily pulses, and I really do urge you actually to go back and have a look at them. So when I do these daily pulses, and it seems like I'm just talking, as I said, wildly and widely, but actually I'm leading us through exactly what's going on astrologically. And I look at the astrology and I use astrology, but I experience it. So the experience of what we're actually facing is really in those readings. So I definitely suggest that you go back, look at the playlist, and just sort of look at this last week, over the week before. Just sort of have a look at those and sort of just see how you have responded, and sort of make those connections and have those breakthroughs and have those moments of revelation. And I'll be back with you very, very soon. Key Wisdom playlist is always there for you guys as well. Okay, my darlings, I'm going to now turn over on my side and edit this little video and upload it. And I just hope that it makes sense, because I have no idea what I'm even talking about. All right, my lovelies, have a wonderful day. And I will see you all again very, very soon on Key Wisdom Tarot with your brand new Daily Pulse. Take care, my darlings. Bye.